everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Gum Chew, where we strictly chew gum. And I'm very happy to see you return back to another episode where we are going to be chewing on some Hubba Bubba. And there you go. Got the wrapper here. We're going to be doing some soft talking and some bubble gum chewing and blowing, hopefully, if I can get a good tackle at this. I'm going to go ahead and move the microphone closer to my mouth for your auditory experience. Alright, I gotta remember how to breathe here. My goodness, excuse me. Alright, let's do this. Wow. Well, like I said, I'm really happy that you can join me for another episode today. I made a return after, I want to say 4 to 5 days of my absence from YouTube. I went out of town with my wife and spent some time with her family. And as I stated from my last video, it was Canadian Land's Thanksgiving weekend this past weekend. So I had a chance to go celebrate with her family. And it was splendid. Got a chance to really enjoy a lot of types of food, a lot of different types of food, rather. I wish I had more, but Thanksgiving dinner is always interesting because almost every family has a different traditional approach to what they cook every Thanksgiving season. Yeah, we had lots of good food, to say the least. Lots of cake too. And coffee. Oh yeah, I love coffee. Damn. The canes. I actually feel very sluggish and lethargic and lazy. A little tubby after eating all that food and sitting around and lack of activities. In terms of activities, I mean like lack of physical exercise activities. You know, after all that mumbo jumbo, I feel like my muscles are turning into fat. Which is definitely not true. I'm allowed to have a vacation from time to time. But anyways, for the special occasion of going out of town and celebrating Thanksgiving with our family, I decided to step away from the gym stuff because I was feeling a bit of issues coming on really quickly. If anybody in the comment section below knows, leave a quick note about it for me. But I'm experiencing pain right here on my forearm. It's like right here, and I think it has to do with the way I'm gripping the dumbbells and such. And my wrists are really weak, and my shoulder really hurts, and in my lower back on my left side, it's locking up bad. I suspect that my form is really bad, or I'm just using different muscles that I haven't used before. But anyways, I digress. The lack of activities and whatnot made me feel guilty, but I definitely needed a break away from, the continuous tension and stress on my muscles and body. Even though they have a home gym. Oh, I completely forgot. I ran my first 5K marathon this past weekend with our family. It was so fun. I've never experienced it before, but it was for a good cause. But I ran the 5K. I used to run it at a really not so favorable number. The time I used to run a 5K at was roughly 58 minutes. And truth be told, that was like probably one of my most recent 5K runs. I used to run a lot, about 2 summers back. I used to run really continuously, and I got my body warmed up to running, and I used to hate doing running, but as of recently, I really enjoy running more. It's a very good test to your body. Oh, I apologize. I'm making noise from the microphone. But, I ended up doing the 5K with a couple of breaks here and there, but it felt really strong to run it at 32 minutes or something like that. But, yeah, it felt amazing. Had a good support system too. Like, her and her family were very like, oh my gosh, very, very positive news, good for you. And the wife had a friend that was running with us, and it was super nice. Very supportive of me. It was a really positive environment. Like, everybody was passing by you on the 5K marathon, was high-fiving you, cheering you on, taking pictures. It was a really positive environment. I really enjoyed it. I never once experienced it at all, or I never once would have thought that's how it would have been like to go run a marathon. It was really nice. I had a great time. After running that, I was like, wow, this was pretty impressive. It was a pretty interesting turnout too. At first, I was walking, and then I just gave in and just started running. I just kept running and running, and I was overtaking so many people. I was quite surprised how many people I overtook. But I didn't really land a good place, but I was really testing myself, so I did pretty okay. I'm happy with it. weekend was good. It was nice to come back home, though. It was a very long drive. Usually the drive is about 5 to 6 hours at most, but it took us a lot longer than that to come back home. It was rough. I think it was like a 7 or 8 hour drive back home. Oh, we also got a flat tire on the way back home. It was so bizarre. It almost looked like somebody slashed our tire. Excuse me. And now that we're getting back into the dry and cold season, my goddamn condition of nasal drip is just returning back with a vengeance, and it's so gross. I can't sleep at peace. I'm always snoring heavily, and I can't breathe properly. You can probably tell through my videos. But anyways, on another note, I uploaded 2 new videos in the last couple days, and I really hope you guys like it. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out if you can. It was definitely very unique. Like, it was a very different approach. I never thought I'd make a video like that ever, but I had a really good time doing it. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. It was a fun time. I thought about recording my face again, but then after the first upload of that, ambient outdoor noise, I was like, maybe it'd be cool to record the people driving by on their cars, get the rain, get the outdoor environment kind of theme captured on camera. And I'm recording using a tablet, so I wonder how the quality actually turned out. But if you like it, definitely let me know. But leave a comment down below if you liked it or not, or just go check it out. I was definitely very hesitant to upload that type of video because I really don't like smoking that much, but it was different. I get like those urges from time to time, like a cigar, cigarette, or a vape, but it never lurks. Like, it just comes and goes out of my system really quickly, which I'm really thankful for. It's the same with alcohol. Like, I never found myself drawn out of like the ordinary. But if I ever did, I enjoyed it. I never abused it, with moderation. But anyways, fall is here, and the fall colors are kicking in. Are you a fan of fall? I love the colors. It's great for videos and photographs. If you don't know, I do a lot of those. I do a lot of photography with my partner, and I do a lot of videography as well for my other channels. And it's spooky season. I love it. Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, I went spooky hunting, and I think I captured an apparition. Now, I don't know if you'd call it like a underground storage unit or something. I really don't know Fortress's terms and stuff, but here's another angle of it. It's absolutely incredible. And bear with me here, I'm just capturing another angle here for you to see. I can't breathe, I'm sorry. Here's the front of the fortress. And as you can see, I zoomed in there, you can see 2 devices. I left those devices there to detect anything. Now, this is me at the front with the devices. Can you notice anything odd about this photo? Do you notice how there's like what looks like a shadow of me, but it's not my shadow? The shadow looks so different than me. My head is straight and the shadow has a tilted head. And there's no light coming from behind me. There's no flash on the camera or anything. Here's a better look at it. Of course, a lot of people are going to think differently, but it was a very interesting capture. We had some very interesting things caught on, in terms of the investigation. I was asking questions and I was getting random noises back, like knocks, and there was a loud thump that startled everybody, including me and my pops-in-law. It was really neat. But we made it out of there alive. What are we running at? We're at 18 minutes. Okay, that's good. I feel really guilty for uploading videos that are less than like 10 minutes. That's just not my cup of tea. I like to upload videos with like longer durations. But anyways, it feels good to be back home. I went back to work today. It felt really bizarre to go back into the office and be like, oh, hey, it's me again. And I learned, like, a couple of my colleagues all went to, like, the Mediterranean and whatnot. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, that sounds pretty wicked, but don't you want to stick around with family and stuff? I'm not judging at all. I think that's pretty brilliant that they had the opportunity to do so. I personally just can't pick up and leave home. I have a lot more of an attachment to home than I thought I did. Because multiple times, when I had no attachments here, friends would be like, hey, you want to go do this in the middle of the day? And I'm like, oh man, that's a far hike. I don't know if I want to go all that way. When are we coming back? Where are we staying? Etc., etc. I was just a wuss. I still kind of am. October rather, is a very difficult month for me. Because although there's the bright colors and, the days are like mild, they're not exactly too hot or too cold just yet, and Halloween is around and whatnot. It's one of those months where it's like after this, you know that it's going to get way shorter days, way colder, way more gloomy out, and the colors fade away, and then next thing you know, winter's around, and I hate winter. I just can't deal with it. I've never found one activity that I can be like, you know what, I can get through winter with this activity. That's why I'm really hoping that the gym will help me quite a lot, because it has in the past. It really has. Yeah. I had one particular winter that I was able to store my car away for, like I have a project car. I stored it away in the storage unit, and like I was able to work on it with all my friends over the entire winter. It was amazing. I had really late night bonfires with my friends there outside the shop. We were all cranking tunes, having a hookah, just keeping each other company. It was really well worth it. Yeah, it was a neat experience. I'm just rambling on, but just whatever comes to mind. My partner's got a bunch of scented candles all over the place, and you know what? I'm starting to get into them. Because now we're not bringing in odd scents. Like, I can't do scented candles or scented fragments that smell like, foods. I can't do it. But she's opening up to the natural scents that I really do like. And there's one candle store we keep going to, and we keep bringing home all these candles, and like the house is starting to smell really good. I'm actually starting to think that, it's tricking my mind. I'm like, oh, are the windows open? Why does it smell like evergreen forest all of a sudden? That's really funny. Yeah, so today I returned back to work. I felt awkward. I felt very slow at first, but then I got back into the rhythm. And today I made a first return back to the gym with the wife. We both crushed it. It was an hour session, so better than nothing, but it was a heavy leg day. I felt good. Felt sore. Came back home. Had a nice post-workout meal. And we just hung out, watched shows, and it was a nice day back. Anyways, you guys, I think I'm gonna end it off over here. Thanks kindly for watching another Gumshoe episode. I hope you guys liked it. I really appreciate people who've been actually subscribing. Thank you so much. Keep it up. If you know anybody who else would like to watch these videos, or if you want to support another new ASM artist, let a brother know by clicking subscribe, clicking like, and leaving a comment. I'm open to every critique possible, or any sort of things you want to say, or if you have any requests. It's just me, Gumshoe. I'm here to chew your problems away. That's a good one. Okay, you guys. I don't mean to close it off on an awkward note of me scratching my thigh, but thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed today's installment. Catch you on the flip side.